A true beauty queen carries the responsibility of always looking confident and elegant. And with that, a keen sense of style is required. I'm Lara Lehman, and this is The Game of Crowns. The road to the crown happens now.
To be honest naman, parang I still feel that I still have a lot to learn because being with the team for a year pa lang, you know, it's very fresh pa. Yung pinakamasaya ako na nakita ko was the 4 Binibining Pilipinas Intercontinental Queens natin. We had Katarina Rodriguez, Christy McGarry, Jennifer Hammond, and Chris Hanson. The 4 of them, parang we completed these ladies into a one photo shoot, and all of them were wearing my creation. Parang so far, that was my greatest pageant accomplishment to date. The photographer Nicolo Cosme and Mama Lord Ramos, they asked me if I can provide a set of gowns. So I bring around 12 sets, and then 8 of them were used, like 4 whites, and then the other were all colors. And then just looking at the BTS photos, I was like, I can't wait for the final photo kasi kahit nung BTS pa lang, parang it's worth posting already. And then I had a lot of likes, and then suddenly my followers parang dumami na agad because syempre we have a lot of pageant fans naman, especially in our country, diba? And then there were 4 girls who were rooting for to win international pageants. Very pressured kasi parang aside from being the first, parang the responsibility is really big. At the end of the day, you girls are the one competing and being on stage. Of course, it's a form of like our responsibility, diba? If they fail, additional feather on your hat if they win. Pressure nga kasi yung mga mamas, they've been doing it all the time, and then I always seek their help and approval because I think that's the rule, the unwritten rule here in Aces and Queens, or for the girls, that if they're confused with something or they don't know what to do or they need confirmation, always ask the mamas. You'll never go wrong. Once they know their personal style already, they have stocks na of clothes that they know that they'll be able to use, and they'll know na who the designers to go to because of their style. Alam na nila kung sino yung designers na who has this aesthetics. Parang it will be an easy flow for them already. The importance of knowing the body type kasi my topic is wardrobe and styling, diba? So para we will know also ano yung babagay sa kanya, ano yung mga areas na kailangan natin i-work out, ano yung mga assets and flaws na kailangan nating i-emphasize and itago. Aside from the designer and the girl, there's us, the Aces team, who will also suggest and look into it. Even if they know that their personal style, well, the eyes of the mamas already and the team, parang we can also see kasi what's really good on them as well. And then we discuss, and then we come up with, okay, so this is the final look for her. So parang ang ganda nung thought na hindi lang siya damit na ginawa. Parang pinag-isipan. Today, I invited someone to give a talk and share his experiences about pageant, the girls, the queens, to be specific, that he has been with. He was with them during the international pageants like Miss Universe, Miss International. He is a contributing writer at Rappler. Without further much ado, let me introduce to you Voltaire Taya. Welcome.
I'm a contributing writer for Rappler and also Manila Bulletin. Well, I was lucky and fortunate enough to cover 2 Miss Universe pageants last year and also a Miss International pageant, aside from covering Binibining Pilipinas, which has always been one of my favorite pageants. And at the same time, I was also there to see the birth of the Miss World organization. Knowing your personal style, that is really key to your success in the pageant. Hindi lang siya yung important because you're gonna look good, or hindi lang siya important because sexy ka or payat ka lalabas. It's important because this, you have to remember that the pageant is your journey. Knowing your personal style, defining it, sticking to it, constantly changing and evolving, also is reflected in their personality and in their confidence. And I think that's why that is a very important topic. From the time that you're thinking, sasali ba ako? The wheels start turning and you start thinking, kaya ko ba? Gusto ko ba? So from that moment, your personal journey starts. If there's one thing that I would want the girls to remember or the women to remember is to always be themselves, because nobody can tell their story and their life and what they've been through better than themselves. It's very important that your foundation as a human being and as a person and as a woman needs to be very intact, regardless of what your personal style is. Because style can only be appreciated when the girl is confident in who she is. Having like those little quotes or little stories or anecdotes, I think it helps calm their nerves, that they know that, you know, they're no different from the previous queens, that they can rise above the challenges or insecurities that they have at the moment and just show their best assets. For the Filipino queens, and particularly with aces, I always go back to the examples of Maxine, Pia, and Kylie. For me, these three girls epitomized women who know what looks good on them, or they listen to people's advice, they listen to their intuition, and that helped them create their personal style.
The most important thing that I learned from Mr. Voltaire is about your personal style, kasi he has his first-hand experience with the beauty queens. So, natutunan ko sa kanya na you have to be the parang same sa mga mamas, best version of yourself, and you don't have to pretend na you're someone else.
One of the most important things that I've learned from him is really to determine your own personal style. So it's important because whether you're competing for the nationals or for the international pageants, you really have to look your best.
It's a reminder kasi sila Mama Ru, sila Mommy Mikey, the way you dress, the way you walk, it's presenting yourself. Always nare-remind kami na you have to know yourself so you can be yourself and present yourself, because in the end, ikaw yung pinapakita mo.
Sometimes the girls get caught up in wanting to project a perfect image, but nobody's perfect. It's the imperfections that make them unique. It makes them different. It makes them stand out. And I think that's the one thing that they need to embrace in themselves.
Thank you, Voltaire, for sharing your knowledge and
Thank
expertise.
You for having me.
Of course.
Thank you, ladies, for listening.
We hope to have more of you. I hope you girls learned a lot from that talk. And first-hand experience talaga, di ba? So right now, we'll, I ask you to wear the dresses, diba, of your choice today. Not necessarily these are the dresses you wear on the screening day, diba?
Actually, I was in a hurry kanina. That's why I wore lang yung dress na nasa condo ngayon. But in the province, I did the revamping of the closet. I throw yung mga hindi ko na magagamit, and then kinuha ko yung mga classic na pieces na sabi ni Mommy Mikey, we can use it all over again.
One of the things that I had to do was really to check all of my clothes kasi I've been working and most of my clothes are really corporate. Masyado dong serious yung pananamit ko.
Sabi nga ni Mama Mikey sa amin before, revamp your closet, get rid of the things that you don't want to use, and keep the classics or the basics na you can repeat over and over. Pero ako, for me, I had a garage sale kasi of my clothes. So yung mga natira, yun na lang yung mga hindi ko pa nasusuot or yung mga favorite ko talaga or yung mga may sentimental value. So yung preparation ko siguro for today was to bring the clothes that I love.
Okay, it's dark. It's too dark for a day, There's nothing wrong with wearing black. Okay, there's nothing wrong. Oo. Pero it's the safest dress to wear. Diba? Kasi lang, papasafe? Oo. Hindi din, kasi para magaan din kayo tingnan. Diba? It's too half-half. Diba? Because this part is medyo loose, but if i-fitted natin to, it's okay. And then yung ito siya na part is, if I were to edit it, iiksian ko yung flounce dito. It's black, okay, but this can pass for me.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, she has details here. Kahit may sleeve siya, fitted, and then naka-pump siya, nude. Even if it's black tapos naka-nude, okay lang. So hindi siya monotone, 'di ba? It's a very clean look because it's daytime, 'di ba? Ngayon na training pa lang. So okay lang na naka-clean siya. Kumusta ang gimmick? For your skin tone, dark masyado yung black sa'yo. And lalo ka nga pumuputi, kaya lang you're not that beautiful in a dark color na, like especially black. Sige, change to the other one that you have.
Unfortunately, hindi siya in-approve ni Mommy Mikey because of the color. So, she actually told me to choose brighter colors and bolder colors. So, reds or royal blues instead of black kasi medyo safe siya and you don't really stand out in a crowd.
Pag ganitong heels naman, okay lang, kahit may platform siya, kasi hindi siya ganun ka-chunky. Okay. And the color, look at her sa color niya. And then contrast the black shoes. So, that's parang she's not playing safe with the styling niya.
Overall, I was okay. Sabi nila, my styling was okay. And then my hair lang, kasi kasi kulot ako, so always lang siyang nasa unahan. Messy lang lagi yung look ko. And then, Mommy Mikey said na parang ayusin lang na konti, lagay sa likod yung hair para mas maayos tingnan.
Hindi naman siya like super nipis na halter, nung pagano na halter. Okay, so this type of halter na medyo wide yung dito sa upper. Maganda naman. Yung shoes mo lang yung may issue ako.
May issue. May issue din po.
May issue ka din? Okay. I'm so strict with shoes. I'm so strict with shoes. For a girl kasi, wearing the right type of shoes reflects your personality, your taste, diba? So I always tell them na if you're wearing dresses, please don't wear the platform heels. I always tell them na one of the beauty queen essentials is to have black and nude pumps. So any dress na you'll wear, you'll never go wrong with those two pairs. So, kahit close siya, may drama naman sa likod. So sa pictures, pagtalikod ka palagi. Okay lang naman yon. Parang nandun sa likod yung drama, ganyan.
Kasi I'm wearing a heels na parang medyo mataas, na hindi bagay sa dress ko. Pero yung dress is actually okay. Pero yung, ang comment lang nila, Mommy Mikey and Sir Voltaire, is that okay yung dress but not always na-covered kasi sometimes you have to show a little of your skin.
There's nothing wrong with wearing floral. I have no issue with the print, with the floral. It's the design, it's the cut. You're very young, and then diba, balik mo na kay mama mo. Okay, go. Sige, change to the other dress.
Yung reason ko, kaya pinili ko yung unang dress ko, kasi yun yung dress na hindi ako masyadong sure. So, as much as possible, siya na yung gusto kong unahin para malaman ko kung may mali. Kasi favorite ko siya. Pero yun nga, hindi rin lahat ng favorite mo, tingin mo, yun yung right para sa event, especially for pageant or submission of application or screening. May binabagayan din siya.
One thing that we wanted to avoid is to look wider. So, what line ang dapat nating inaiwasan? Is it vertical or horizontal? Horizontal, di ba? Oo. Regardless if you're payat or hindi ka payatan.
So when we arrived, dapat nakadress, and I chose the dress that I really liked because it's a bright color. It was a light red or bright peach color. So that was the one I wanted because you want to stand out, you want a bright color para eye-catching, but hindi ko na-realize that the pattern was horizontal around the midsection.
So for her case, change to the other dress that you had, tapos compare natin. This is the last time you'll wear this dress. Mag-base ka na agad. Naiinis ako. You can see the comparison. Same shoes, same accessory, different dress. Same hairstyle, makeups.
So now I'm going to choose brighter colors perhaps and sexier cuts. Maybe clothes that will show my asset perhaps and my body.
This is way better than the dress she wore kanina. Kasi aside from the may pleats detail siya, parang nag-add siya ng volume. That's also one thing na we have to avoid, diba?
I changed to a light blue dress that has more texture. It's actually the same style, but The pattern is neutral na. It was approved naman, thank God, and I got the thumbs up naman of Mama Mikey for that dress.
Medyo bothered lang ako
Studs.
with the studs. 3 years ago kasi nag-hit to eh. This is better than what you wore kanina. Okay, you have other dresses pa for the screening na you can choose.
Siyempre, dapat laging prepared. So, pinakita ko naman sa kanya yung pangalawang dress ko and nasatisfy naman siya. So, siguro dadagdagan ko na lang ng siguro simple accessories or yung tamang styling ng hair and makeup.
So at least, I hope, you've learned something about proportions and silhouettes. So somehow, di ba, nakita nyo sa ibang girls, ano yung pwede, ano yung hindi, ano yung mga dapat hindi gawin, di ba? Hindi suot. So while we were picking the gowns for kanino, ganyan. So of course, we have to consider ano yung magiging maganda tingnan sa inyo. Nakita naman natin what needs to be emphasized, what needs to be hidden.
Siguro the hardest part for today, especially for me, is fitting the gowns. Kasi my body type, my measurements aren't really model type or like everybody else. And I understand that.
Those who have slits, make sure, we wear the right shoes. And then you practice at home, okay? Especially, for example, this one. Come here, Winona. You have a tail, di ba, for the gown. So, you have to practice how to work on it na hindi siya magiging tacky, na you're not too playful, elegant pa rin siya. Because, remember, this is evening gown. And when you say evening gown, it has to be elegant and sophisticated. And beautiful, of course. Okay, and then you also talk with a glam team kung ano yung magiging look nyo. Kasi you'll do your own hair and makeup, remember? They will just monitor and supervise. Then, you take picture of the gown na suot nyo and then ask the artist kung ano yung maging importanteng look.
Nung nakita ko yung evening gown ko, I love it so much. Hindi na ako nag-isip na, baka may iba pa or baka mas may magandang bagay na color sa akin. Nung nakita ko, sabi ko, okay, ito na to. Kung pwedeng di ko na isoli kay Mommy Mikey, hindi ko na isosoli. Kasi I love it so much talaga. And then feeling ko, ang ganda-ganda ko noon.
So when you have this kind of gown, tapos may choreography, make sure yung choreography nyo or pag-change nyo from one action to another is fluid, smooth. Yung pag ganun mo, hindi yung parang may pauses. Diba? So pwede mong pag ganun lang.
I'm happy with my evening gown kasi favorite ko yung red. So feeling ko, ang galing lang na nangyari siya na feeling ko hindi rin, may reason din kung ba't yun yung nakuha ko. Ay, sabi ko, swak na swak kasi red talaga yung favorite ko color. So parang at least nag-drive sa personality.
Okay, the evening gown competition is extremely important, especially in Binibining Pilipinas. The reason being, this is the last look that the judges will be judging you. This is the moment, and this is kanta yun na. This gown and this look is where you're going to be crowned. This look is where your life will change. So you need to look your best and you need to show in your gown that you're a winner.
The moment that you come out on stage with the evening gown, paglabas, first step, kailangan yun na yun. Consistent na, hindi yung doon na ako sa gitna, bubongga ng ano. Dapat paglabas nyo. Mas maganda yung all throughout, consistent kayo. As I mentioned earlier, this is a practice how you'll take care of the gowns. I hope ma-apply na natin what we had during our sessions.
Favorite part ko definitely is yung nag-try out na kami ng swimsuit, especially din yung gown. Kasi doon ko na-feel na ang lapit na pala talaga ng competition. Parang pleasure sa isang babae na mag-dress up. So, wala lang, nakaka-enjoy lang kanina.
Na-challenge lang ako sa pagpapalit ng damit. Yun lang talaga. Pero everything, I enjoyed everything.
Actually, nag-enjoy ako sa lahat. Pero feeling ko nahirapan ako kasi sa gown, kasi medyo hassle siyang isuot. Pero I love wearing gowns kasi I feel like a queen whenever I wear a gown. Kaya, nevertheless, nag-enjoy pa rin ako kahit na medyo mahirap siya.
The image of an aspiring beauty queen is the key element in taking that first step to making a difference. As you attract more people to listen and understand your advocacies, the more relevant you become in this world. I'm Laura Lehman. See you next time on Game of Crowns.